This morning as we look at the big stories within the dailies and get to analyze them, prefer solutions where we can, and generally just discuss the big stories in the dailies this morning. So it's a pleasure to have you join us on this side. My name is Iheanacho Prince. Keep these numbers really close. You're going to need them when we open up the phone line so that you can respond to the headlines appropriately. Right, call 09073530044 and 09087668888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 09097054450. I'm glad that you have joined in this morning. Let's begin with the Punch newspaper. From the Punch newspaper, screaming headline, currency floating, private sector economists back CBN. Naira falls to 664 Naira to a dollar. CBN allows banks to sell dollars at own rate or at own price. Removes cap on exchange rates. Economists, analysts worry over central bank capacity to stabilize exchange rate. And that's the story there. That's the headline and writers to that story. Now, still, you have Lagos police brutalize and strip lady over cultism allegation. Prosecutes Justice Bokachua husband, NBA tells federal government. Prosecutes Justice Bokachua's husband, NBA tells federal government. Tinubu mourns 106 Kwara boats accident victims. 144 rescued. No division in Akeredolu's cabinet, states acting governor. No division in Akeredolu's cabinet, states acting governor. Speaking there. Now, just above the masthead of the Punch newspaper, you have Tinubu suspends EFCC chair indefinitely, orders probe. Tinubu suspends EFCC chair indefinitely, orders probe. Well, the story broke yesterday, the suspension of the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdulrasheed Bawa. Well, apparently he's handing over to the director of operations, who's acting as chairman now in that position. Well, they're unconfirmed. Let's not talk about that. Moving on. Student loan disbursement begins in September, says federal government. Student loan disbursement begins in September. That's according to federal government. President projects 500,000 jobs with data protection law. Well, the president signed in the law yesterday. President projects 500,000 jobs with data protection law. Those are stories on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. You want to respond to any of them? Feel free to do so. But let's go to the Guardian newspaper now. From the Guardian, Naira slumps as CBN commences rate harmonization, faces supply huddle. Those of you who are economists and financial analysts, you may want to delve in with your thoughts on this and help us understand this. What your thoughts are. Some people have said, there might be instability. Some are saying, well, the CBN may not have the capacity to manage the dump that's going to happen. And so we don't know what's going to happen. Just keep our fingers crossed then and watch. Okay, so still there within the Guardian, the front page of the Guardian newspaper, you have DSS invites suspended EFCC chairman. DSS invites suspended EFCC chairman. You know, it's not enough to suspend. It's not enough to even arrest. And we see prosecutions. You know, in the last administration, we saw the former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission removed, and investigations ordered and all of that, and it was arraigned in court. And so, but well, the man still walks free. it's not enough to arrest. Let's see actual prosecutions and people spending time in jail for the offenses they have committed. A lot of this plea bargain thing that people do, and they give 10% or 20% of what they've stolen, and they keep the rest and they walk free. It doesn't make sense. INEC and LP breaker over subpoena as Obi tenders IREV reports. INEC, Labour Party, Baker over subpoena as Obi tenders IREV reports. Federal government to begin disbursement of student loans in September. It's also in the belly of the Guardian newspaper. Outrage as Kano government demolishes multi-million naira monument. And the question that I've asked, I saw, demolition of a roundabout. What sense does it make? Just because you don't like the former governor doesn't mean that everything that he has done should be demolished. I mean, this is things that were put in place for the benefit of the state and the citizens, or even residents of that state. What did the roundabouts do, for God's sake? I don't know. When I saw that, I just thought, look, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why demolish that? It's a roundabout, for God's sake. It's serving the people. Why even demolish it? Why create? What are you going to do now? You're still going to probably use more state resources to rebuild. Come on. Should rise above those kinds of things. Outrage as Kano government demolishes multi-million naira monument. AMCON's bid to return Arik Air to founder fails twice over 240.3 billion naira debt. Kenyan president wants less circulation of dollars in Africa. Absolutely support that one personally. But, I mean, who am I? Let's go to This Day newspaper now. From This Day newspaper, banner headline, CBN abolishes multiple exchange rates. Transactions now to hold on INE window FX rate. CBN abolishes multiple exchange rates. Transactions now to hold on import and export window exchange rate. Now, right us to the story. Prescription of trading limits on oversold FX, or rather proscription of trading limits on oversold FX. Reintroduction of order-based two-way quotes. Reintroduction of order book to ensure transparency of orders and seamless execution of trades. Ends RT200 rebate scheme. Naira for dollar remittance from June 30. Stock. Bond markets appreciates. Analysts hail move. Well, so if you're looking for dollars for anything now, you can just go to the INE window. The commercial banks are expected to, provide you PTA, BTA, school fees, medical expenses to be paid. Now, the banks would be able to pay directly to the schools for those who are looking for dollars for school fees. And also the commercial banks would pay for your medical expenses directly to the hospitals. And that's something that says that makes a lot of sense. So I just hope that all of these round tripping would come to an end. And pushing the dollars against the naira doesn't really serve us. But well, we expect to see a dump. Those who have been holding the dollar, maybe dumping them pretty soon. Let's see what happens in the coming days. Good move by the CBN. Bawa honors DSS invitation hours after suspension. Bawa honors DSS invitation hours after suspension. Umar now acting EFCC chair. REA Ondo seal deal to boost clean energy access in Nigeria. Right, just above the nameplate of This Day newspaper, Senate resumes legislative activities, adjourns till July 4. That's over 2 weeks. I don't know why it is like this. I mean, the Senate resumes and then they go on recess. It's like resuming work. All right, you're hired, and then on the very first day that you resume work, after the first day, you now go on leave. That's how it seems. But anyway, it's the Senate. What can we say? Subsidy removal. Petrol price war imminent as NMDPRA begins licensing of more oil importers. Vows to protect Nigerians from exploitation. Subsidy removal. Petrol price war imminent as NMDPRA begins licensing of more oil importers. Vows to protect Nigerians from exploitation. And those are headlines from this day newspaper. We have the Daily Trust newspaper somewhere. I'll get to that. But in the meantime, let's open up the phone lines and get your thoughts in. Feel free to jump in now with your 2 cents. Call 09073530044 and 09087668888. Send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 09097054450. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, GB.
My name is GB, come from Life Camp, Abuja.
Welcome.
While exchange rate abolished, this is one of the greatest that will happen to Nigeria at this time. This exchange rate has been a source of, I will not say scam or ripping off Nigeria. Because while exchange will open the window for people to do round tripping. Those who have access to import and export window, they will buy at 440 something naira and take it to the black market to sell a higher price. Many will go and collect money from bank that they are going abroad. There's a money they pay that about $5,000 you are entitled to. But they are not going anywhere. They will go and collect this money, show visa, show passport, and go back and sell it again. With the commandants of bank staff and CBN staff and the rest, become millionaires overnight. With this merit have been removed. And also this will help investors who will come to this country. They don't know that Nigerian money exchange for those rich amount. They are sure of it. It will encourage investors to come and invest in Nigeria. And taking your money out, you know the exchange rate you are taking it out from Nigeria. Not that you be doubting, you see 4 for something or 7 for something. And then those who have $4, which waiting for it, they will now release them in the market. Now, I'm telling you that between now and December, dollar will come to around 400 naira. Because it will be free buyer and free seller. The seller decides, and their bank administrator that they are selling dollars from their counter. So you can go to any bank and go and buy dollar. And this is what could happen. Then also the issue of Bawa, I don't want to be like this one thing. Let it pass with normal due process and whatever you have done, let us know it. Everybody public. It just so to today, nobody tell us what has happened. Nobody make public. We don't remove him and it's gone like that. It should not be. They can have dependent to others who told that same line. So the president should do the right thing. And let him pass it. But to me, there's any infringement. If it's true, then the appointment to the youth. But when they are appointed, everybody, hear that appointment that yes, the youth are being given opportunity to serve. But if this happens, I'm telling you, it's a disgrace and appointment to the youth. Thank you.
Thank you, GB. Get your calls in 09073530044. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, Nacho. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, welcome.
Shinan, sir.
Shinan, sir, I'm glad you're here. Go ahead, let's hear you, please.
Okay, I want to start with the Bawa. He suspended Bawa indefinitely. And we don't know, just like the last caller said, what exactly is Bawa's offense. And if we should know what exactly is his offense, and we should be prosecuted accordingly. Then you said they demolished what do you even call that?
A monument
somewhere in Kano. And you're asking why are we playing this type of protest? This is the type of protest we play in Nigeria here. The previous government did something that is benefiting the people of Kano. Because that the present government did not like the previous government. What he did, whatever he did now is wrong. Whatever is benefiting whatever he did that is benefiting the market, wrong. They must have to go and demolish, sack some people some competent people that he employed, that is working well, just because it's from the previous government. This is the kind of politics they play here in Nigeria. If the thing is benefiting the market, why demolishing it? Is it just because you want to get back to the previous government and show that you are there to do the job and buy? I don't know. This is the politics play here, which is very, very bad. Very, very bad. Then the last thing on the issue of Obi has done everything because they say they defended IRS before. See, Obi has done everything. They even know the case is straight case. But this is Nigeria. Anything that you think that cannot happen anywhere in the world will happen here in Nigeria.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning, Clement Zion Prince. We're finding it really hard to hear you. I can hardly hear you. Maybe you want to call the other line, please. We can really struggling to hear you. Get in here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ihanacho.
Good morning.
My name is Joe from Maraba.
Joe from Maraba.
Joe. Yeah,
oh,
Joe. I think Joseph.
Oh, Joe. It's been a while. How are you? Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Great.
Yeah. You read the headline that said the NNPCL or the government to give more license to oil importers or something.
NNDPRA issuing licenses. Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be the best decision. So that I think all this while it has been NNPC importing fuel, right? Yeah. So if those licenses are given to intending those who want to go into the business, I think the market will open up and the prices might crash. If that is the plan, I think it will be a very good decision. Yes.
Yeah.
So on the Bauer, yes, that guy has a lot of questions to answer. You know, those guys are corrupt. They are not transparent at all. Even the entire EFCC need to be unbundled. And another man again should be INEC chairman. Well, I know that he might be untouchable because he has worked for the men in power. Now, even that guy, the INEC chairman, has a lot to answer. Because spending billions and you are telling them that BVAS is not work, he has to answer a lot of questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling, Joe. Well, for the EFCC, I mean, some of these suspensions, they really necessary. We all know that most of these people would not work in the Tinubu administration. So the suspension is just regular, just normal, just a way to get them out and, bring in new people. Isn't that what is expected? Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Prince Ihanacho.
Good morning, Judy Ihanacho. Welcome.
Thank you so much. How was your night?
I'm very well.
Yeah. Talking about the former EFCC chairman, because he's now former from yesterday. I think removing him is something that we know that is going to happen, because there is no how we expect that these people that work in the former administration will still continue, most especially all these appointment offices. Those of them who have not left office during the time that the ministers them left, we know that they will also leave. Even them themselves, they know. But in the issue of DSS inviting him, I think it's a good one. Let him come and give an account how he have managed the office during the years that he has been there as the FCC chairman. And for DSS too, let it not be at the end of the day after the invitation, and then everything will just wipe under the carpet. Nigerians will not hear anything more about the case. Can that person that have acquired so many properties for his or her unborn children, can he be investigated? Investigate him very well. Remove all these properties that he has acquired. Bring the person to serve the punishment of whatever punishment that he or she deserves.
All right.
So that it will be a lesson to others.
Thank you very much.
Let Nigerians see that so many of those people are rotting in jail for the offense that they've committed.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well, Michael. Good to have you.
Yes, thank you. Let me start from Bawa. A young man for that matter. And some of us will be disappointed if what Bawa had been accused, he actually did it. And of course, you and I know that the work of the EFCC is a very juicy one. That when you enter there, if God did not help you, you will not come out clean. And that is exactly what we are seeing in the case of Bawa. Remember, you never hear any time, when they are arrested, you only hear that they arrested those guys that are doing, is it Yahoo Boys? But they will not tell you exact amount they collected from them and then how they remitted it. You understand? The one they always hear about is the one of politicians. You understand? But the one that has to do with maybe Yahoos and all these other criminals around. You understand? You can hear that they arrested them, but you won't hear how much they collected from them. And I believe just like every other person, he should be investigated and let us know what was the pains of this man. Because some of us will be disappointed as a youth, you know, who were expecting him to even to do more than even Mago. But who come to understand that even Mago make a lot of noise more than him. You understand? So for me, I think it's a good one. One thing we do know here is that after some weeks now, everything will be watered down. We won't hear about the case again. Hey, Mago, hey, Bawa, this and that. At the end of the day, we'll go back to the status quo. So I think the way the Tinubu administration started, you understand, you should be able to build a system, you understand, a sustainable system that even if another government come on board, you understand, they cannot change that narrative. By this dollar of a thing that you want to bring now, that everything want to be centralized. You understand? If he did it, let it be a everlasting one. And then finally for a man who go and demolish some other thing that his predecessor put in place, I don't know why would like a wasteful thing. Would I be wasting those things you demolish and you want to start a project again? Because according to him, he said they want to modernize it. Is it not the money is going to cost? You know that this thing has to do, even if you collect it, why are you demolishing it? You don't need to demolish it. It's still the property of the state. So I think the way we play politics here is not that's why the country are not developing. Because you see that what other people have done, let me prove that they have not done anything. And then you go and demolish it. And at the end of the day, you still use our taxpayers' money and begin to rebuild again. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you calling in, Michael. And you too, keep your calls coming in 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Apostle.
Yes, my name is Apostle Osolai.
Good to have you.
So, first and foremost, you are giving us a good update. Please, but all your callers, when they make their point, even if one point they make, because you have a lot of fans that are following you. If they make their point, you call them so that other people will contribute.
Get that.
Yes, my take goes like this, that this student loan, I don't subscribe to it. because you can remember when the children feeding, later we observe that it's a scam. So let them use that money for another thing. And another thing is that we Nigerians we do emulate wrongdoing. All this demolition that Kaduna governor have been demolishing his arrival, those that are not happy, he's not happy with, it's not good. Rather, he's letting him go to court and confiscate that property, make it to become a government property. And now the governor of Kano emulating that wrong scenario. It's not good. Thank you and God bless you,
Thank you very much. Thank you, Apostle Osalite. Appreciate you calling in. Hello. Uh-oh. Dropped call. Try to call back, please. Let's get your thoughts in. The conversation continues here. 09073530044. 09087668888. Your WhatsApp and SMS are welcome on 09097054450. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay, we're struggling to hear you. Go ahead. Let's hear you, please.
I don't know why you're not hearing me.
Maybe you want to check the volume on your device.
No, there's no volume.
Okay.
Anyway, say that the disbursement of the loan starts in September, not the loan. I'm interested in when Buhari introduced this program. I wrote the text message. I said it before. So, the Minister for Information, they ignored my text message and they went ahead. So how to we are now crying again about this loan. I want to know which they want to start and who are the men that they invest now. How much is each person collect? All these schools in Nigeria, how many universities we have, federal universities and private universities? How many polytechnics? How many colleges of education? Maybe secondary schools not included. I have students in many schools. I have in the university. I have one that is writing down now to get who has been exam. And I have few others in secondary. I want all of them to get to know. Because these are hasty decisions that will report Nigeria. Please follow this. I'm interested in. As for the second, please be them and second one, man.
Say again.
Hello?
No, I've got to let you go. I'm really sorry. We got most of what you were saying, though. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, that's good. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. KGB.
My name is KGB. Yeah.
Good to have
How are
you.
you doing?
Very well.
Yeah, I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Yes. How do I start it? It is happening. We have not even started. See, when yes, we see Bauer suspended. When are they going? When is Mr. President going to suspend INEC chairman? And not only suspend him, he will come for questioning. You have a question to answer. When is he going to suspend GMD, NNPC, and the former, what do you call it? Former Attorney General, Malame, and even the former Petroleum Minister. All these ones have a serious, this is even than a serious case more than that of Bauer. All these ones have a serious one more than that of Bauer. And I appreciate somebody who said, one of your callers who said, anything bad, evil, that doesn't take place in other countries, take place in Nigeria. And I wish, may God
their life on boot machine in Kuala. Those that lost their life in the boot accidents in Kuala, may God forgive them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, KGB. The conversation continues. Keep it locked here on your radio experience. You can count on
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Battle is on. It's the Eagles FM Abuja Quiz Art Show for secondary schools.
B5. B5 is correct. Congratulations.
D6.
D6 is correct. Congratulations.
Every Saturday by 9 a.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM. You can watch the quiz competition live on YouTube and Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. Is your school yet to enroll? Please call 0821 3309 8542. 0821 3309 8542. Eagles FM Quiz Out Show is proudly associated with Stella Maris College, Area 1, Abuja. Government Day Secondary School, Karo, Abuja. Stella Maris College, Life Camp, Abuja. Africa International College, Kaura District, Abuja. Peace El Shaddai Model Academy, Karo, Abuja. The Abuja Quiz Out Show, building future champions today.
ABC, Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. Abuja, have you heard about ED Plan project? In line with the current economic crisis in the country, ED Plan project is aimed at helping a lot of people take charge of their finances and improve their income. Research has shown that a lot of people have business ideas but don't have the resources to scale up their businesses. Who is eligible? Are you a professional in search of other streams of income? Are you a business person who wants to scale and expand your business? Do you want to generate cash to either start a business or complete an existing project that needs funding? The first 50 persons to respond to this number will also enjoy our free mentorship sessions where we discuss with you based on the amount you need without loan and collateral. Send to 081 280 25508. That is 081 28 02 5508. 081 28 02 5508. I'll take it again. 081 28 02 5508.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, back to the pages now. We have your thoughts coming in. And, well, I'll just read you headlines now from the Daily Trust newspaper as we move on quickly to taking more of your responses. From Daily Trust, Tinubu suspends EFCC chair. Bawa accuses him of abuse of office. Umar Abba takes charge. Entitled anti-graft chief, or rather embattled anti-graft chief, grilled by DSS. Removal politically motivated, says CSOs. And from there, revenue from railway drops by 60% as passenger traffic plunges to 5 million in first quarter. Revenue from railway drops by 60% as passenger traffic plunges to 5 million or 0.5 million in first quarter. Thunder kills referee during football match in Niger. Kidnappers abduct policeman and 2 mourners. Demand 1.7 million naira ransom. CBN finally devalues naira. Forex scarcity bites harder on airlines. Devaluing and unifying the currency, very positive. Now, still ahead, just above, beneath the masthead, reactions trail Kano government's demolition of roundabouts. Reactions trail Kano government's demolition of roundabouts. I mean, why do you have to demolish a roundabout? For God's sake, why? What is it about? You're still going to spend money. And it wasn't like the roundabout was looking bad at the time. It wasn't like it was bad or anything. It was still fresh. Demolished just because. Kwara boat mishap, 144 rescued as federal government vows to prosecute owners. Student loan, we can no longer foot universities' bill, says federal government. So I was telling you guys 2 days ago when we started to talk about this student loan thing, and I said to you that a lot of people do not understand what's about to happen, because with these student loans, federal government will remove the subsidies on education. So school fees would go up. Okay, so for those of you, some of you pay university school fees at maybe 40, 50,000. It would mean that would probably go up. The least you can pay for a federal university may be 100 or 150,000 naira. Now, the student loans. Some of you, those of you who earn above 50,000 naira monthly in your entire family, so if your family income is above 50,000 naira, you will not be entitled to this loan. That's what it means, because annual earnings for those who should be entitled to the student loan should be around 500,000 naira annually, yearly. So the entire earnings of a family that would be entitled to the student loan would be around 500,000 naira. So it means that majority of Nigerians who have been able to send their wards and school and children to, the federal universities may not be entitled to the student loans. So if you want to send your children to a federal university or federal institution, polytechnic or university, any of those things, you would have to pay more. So brace up. And those of you students who are sponsoring yourselves, I don't know how you're going to do this. Because if your entire family income is above 500,000 naira a year, you would not be entitled to the student loan. And you're going to have sureties from who are, civil servants. So if you don't have all of that, you may not be able to get the loan. Just to let you understand some of the modalities. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, thanks very much.
This is better now. I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you. I said despite all this criticism against the student loan, the disbursement starts September. This is how they introduced the school feeding program. I said it on this platform before that I wrote a text message to Lai Mohammed and told him that it's not feasible. They should jettison the idea of school feeding. The man didn't reply me that text message, and they went ahead and plunged Nigeria into school feeding program. You know how many billions went down the drain with that project. Now we are talking about this student loan, and Bola Tinubu, the president I'm beginning to adore, is going to jump into the disbursement. I don't know how it will work. I don't see it working. Now you are already reading that it's already going to affect school funding. What will happen at last is that these lecturers will now begin to embark on strike. The students will go back home, and the loans will be running. They're even able to give their cronies, whoever they want to give. I don't know how they're going to do the shortlisting. So the disbursement is going ahead. I said I'm interested in the loan. I don't know which schools they want to give, whether it's university, polytechnics, secondary schools, primary. I have a son in the university. I have that girl that has just written German. She has passed very, very well. She'll soon be in school. I have two in secondary school.
Clement, let me bust your bubble. Whether you like, you are not entitled. Even me, I'll tell you that you're not entitled to student loan. Your children will not get student loan.
Yeah, so that's not be done to me now.
I now apply. Your children will not get student loan.
Listen to me, Yana. I want to be the shorty of all the Africans. Let the shorties come. I'll be shorting them. I think the lawyers can shorting them.
I
Because
like.
and what money will go down the drain, and some people will be privileged. I want to be the trustee. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Clement. Interesting angle, right? So if you can't get it, at least you shorty people so you know what's going on there. Very, very good. Okay, so let's get to your messages. Those of you who are sending voice notes and WhatsApp messages as well as SMS. Let's go. Who's this now? Good morning. Okay.
Diana Cho.
Good morning.
My name is Prince. I'm Prince Ogu.
Prince Ogu, welcome.
I hope it's another day. I think the president is working. He has removed the EFCC chairman. Every day we are letting him continue to remove them. Not only removing them, they should send them to prison. All those people who embezzled our money in the name of when the past government that was always sleeping, he knows nothing that happens. Everything he says he didn't know. So people take the opportunity and they were packing our money, embezzling the money to the detriment of the masses. I appreciate Tinubu for that. He should continue to arrest and detain them, and if possible, send them to prison. Concerning what is happening in Kano, demolishing the monument, that is Nigerian politics for you. When Bello came in, the governor of Kogi State, he destroyed all the runabouts and monuments that Abubakar Audu, the former governor, created. According to them, they said they found out he buried something. The former governor buried something under those bridges that will make him win election in the state and all that. So, because of that, they demolished everything that the guy did concerning runabout and other structures in the state. So that is the kind of politics that they played in Nigeria here. They don't have time when they come in, they want to start their own afresh. Anything the other person does is like a challenge to them when they see it. So let people not see any progress in any other person. Let it be them. That is Nigeria for you. So it's quite unfortunate. And, it's quite unfortunate. Let me say, may God help Nigeria. Good morning once again.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you. A nice day. Good morning, Prince Ogu. And Ekin says, good morning, the Prince. About the demolition in Kano State, Nigeria, and its states are not trying to move forward because without a blueprint and master plan in most states, then any governor can do as he or she likes. That's why one will build and another will come and demolish. It's such an eyesore. Paripaso, ceteris paribus. Okay, Ekins, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for your message. Let's go to more now. Who else is here? Let's get to hear from you.
My name is Yahya from Suleja.
Yeah,
I want to commend our president for suspending the EFCC chairman for abusing his office during his time. As the former EFCC chairman, sorry. I think it's apt. It's commendable. It's a right call. And I also want him to suspend the NNPC chairman too, because that office, the subsidy money and every other thing that's going on in that office, the crude oil production that we don't even know how much we produce in a day, is quite unfortunate. It's not only him. I look forward to when this man, the former aviation minister, will also be called to book, also be arrested and be questioned for scamming Nigeria about the Nigeria Air. And a lot of people that they need to come and answer some questions. I think he's on the right path, and I will pray to God to give him strength, to give him good health, to give him wisdom to rule this country and to take us to the next level. Thanks, and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Good morning to you. Innocent says, good morning, Ihanacho. It's obvious that okay, I don't know what word this is. Okay, the only way of creating spaces for Tinubu men at this time is to chop off the heads of parastatals, especially the controversial ones. Anyway, Bauer is due to go though. So we can also see how Malami and his other men in government ran the affairs of the state. Besides an initial gra, it should be an entry into the rest of the agencies. Okay, no, on Kano demolition, those who know about this say that Ganduje had converted public assets like primary schools, etc., to build private estates, which people resented. On dollar, banks should be closely monitored because they are the problem of our monetary policies. Thank you, Innocent. Thank you very much for your message. Well, the roundabouts, I don't know about that anyway. I don't know how that's public land that was taken to build private stuff. Good morning, His Radio Highness of Abuja. My prince, the only way to have a unified exchange rate in Nigeria is to repeal the dollarization policy where the banks do the conversion of foreign currency to Nigerian naira themselves, whereby the value of dollar will be paid to her customers in naira when carrying out international transactions and cash pickups through the banks. You and I know that it is not feasible, so I think unification of exchange rates may not be achievable because the forces behind it is massive and enormous. Look at the cases of the Super Cop, Abakari, Justice Bokachua, and EFCC chairman. This tells us the degree of corruption happening under our nose. I think there is a lot of restructuring to be done in our government system. That's from Precious. Precious, thank you very much for your message this morning. And Usman Daura is here. Usman, good morning.
Radio Highness Abuja. Usman Daura is my name. How are you?
Very well.
Let me comment on the federal government saying they can no longer foot the bills of tertiary institutions. Yes, I agree with them. Subsidy is gone. It's in order. We agree. Social education too is going. Be it. But the federal, anything that will give us succor as citizens of this country, the government says it can no longer do it. But yes, it is normal to foot the bills of heads of ministers, House of Press members, senators, president, governors, permanent secretaries, and a host of others. It is okay. Government can put all their bills. You will see the speaker about 30S, 15S. Same thing with Senate, same thing with minister, president, governors, minister, name it. It is okay. And all this, I'm not having talking of the cost of government, which is very, very important, Mr. Henry. We cannot continue this way. You cannot foot the bills of our institutions, yes, but what about cost of governance? Something needs to be done about the cost of governance. Reduce the cost of governance, cut the cost of governance in this country. And the allowance being paid to executive, legislators, and judges should be reviewed, should be cut drastically. Not only the masses, whatever is there to benefit us, government will say they can no longer foot it. But on their own side, it is okay. What a country, Mr. Henry, what a country. So I told the president come to work. If he wants to work, he wants to have access to resources to work, he should cut the cost of governance drastically. And some of these allowances need to be abolished completely, Mr. Henry. We cannot continue this way. In all this, nobody's talking about cost of governance. What a joke, my country. Bye
Well
bye.
said, well said, well said, Usman Daura. I was going to talk about that at the 9 o'clock hour. The fact that, well, Nigerians continue to make sacrifices, but those who are in government seem not to understand what the word sacrifice is. Good morning, Ihanacho. It seems like the precedent will work, but make we still the look I'm happy. Bawa, oh, sorry. God, Nigerians. Bawa is sacked or suspended, as the case may be, but we need to see him. We need him to ask to sack the MD of NNPC, please, because the subsidy saga is a complete scam, and the Minister of Aviation should be arrested too. It's your boy Joseph Jojo from Goshen Villa Estate, Piakasa. Thank you so much, Joseph. Joseph Jojo. Like in the conversation this morning, it's a lot of messages pouring in, and this one is from Pac-Man. Pac-Man, okay, Pac-Man, it's been a while. You say, good morning, Hanacho Prince. The condition about the student loan is stringent. I feel it's targeted to one part of the nation where people don't go to bank to save their money. However, I believe that in due time, they will revisit the bill because Mr. Tinubu has been on sit for just about 13 days before signing the bill. I wonder when he read the bill to understand for implementation. If he means well, he will revisit the bill. Pac-Man saying that you're doing well. Thank you so much, Pac-Man. Appreciate your message. And Comrade Ulo Bassi is here. Comrade Bassi says, good morning, sir, Ihanacho Prince. God bless your day. God bless your day too, sir. Well, the suspension of the and subsequent arrest of EFCC chairman is a welcome development, but what happens thereafter is the cocoa of the matter. Nigerians are watching with keen interest whether this will not turn out to be another initial Gragra. IGG also more light would be shed on the matter when Bauer's predecessor in office, Ibrahim Magu, is revisited to answer more questions on how he managed to be set free after so much evidences against his mismanagement of proceeds seized from convicted corrupt Nigerians. It will also not be out of place if the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Malami is brought in to tell us his own side of the story. Finally, on the matter, we citizens want to know whether the position of the Commission's chairman is statutorily zoned to the north or northern part of the country. This is a very pertinent question begging for answers from the federal government. God bless Nigeria. Amen. Comrade Ulobasi that were there And this is a lot of messages now. Okay, who's this? Thank you for joining us. Let's hear you.
Prince Yanacho, this is Balogun.
Balogun, welcome.
On Nigeria are still playing, archaic, way of their politics. How can you on earth demolish, a government project, even though if it is past administration? You can modernize it by not demolishing it. We're just being wasteful in this country. Then on the EFCC, suspension is a welcome development, and I'm still waiting for more, like that of Malami, NNPC, FRS, Accountant General, and the rest. And the big one, ahead of Emefiele being quizzed, and he said Buhari ordered him to be releasing 500 billion naira monthly to humanitarian affairs. I think that should be called for, questioning also. It should be called for questioning, because how can 500 billion naira in 4 years? You know how much it is? We're talking about 24 trillion naira for 4 years. So how long this money has been released? And does it even, solve any poverty? What the money is meant for? It's just unfortunate in this country. I think for aviation minister should be investigated also, should be arrested, investigated, and prosecuted. So, what I'm expecting Tinubu to do also now is to open the border, so that they can bring in food. Let food be cheap. The economy is still really biting, And for this, dollar exchange rate, let's see how it goes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Balogun. Let's see. More SMS from here. This one is from Clement. Clement says, Ihanacho, be informed that after the removal of Magu as EFCC chair, he was promoted to AIG. That's very true. Remember that. It's really, 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 really funny what goes on in this country. All right. So Ohinoi says, good morning, Ihanacho. It's Ohinoi. Since the departure of the colonial masters, what has been happening to poverty, unemployment, inequality, but Nigerians, bourgeois who took over the political power, lack real economic power to restructure the entire society. It was this lack of economic power that made some Nigerians to regard politics as the only avenue for wealth. And those who find themselves in it become corrupt because they all feed on public funds to get rich overnight. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Oh, God, your messages are still pouring in, but I'll leave this now. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of the conversation. Ohinoi, thank you for your message. Balogun, thank you. Thank you to Comrade Ulobasi, Pacman, Joseph, Usman Daura, Precious, Innocent, Yaya, Ekins, Prince Ogu, KGB, Apostle Osalite, Michael, Judy, Hanacho, Joe, Clement Zion, Prince Chinoso, GB, thank you all for being a part of the conversation this morning. To those of you who just sat back to listen, I call you MVP because without you, we wouldn't be doing anything here. To all of you, thank you so much. Let's do this again tomorrow at the top of the hour, 7. Be back here. Vicky Vic comes on with Sports on Eagles Wings at the top of the hour, 8. You don't want to miss out on what's coming in. From that angle, everything that's happening in the sporting world, he would share with us this morning. So keep it locked and let's get this show going. My name is Ihanacho Prince.